Hey guys, what's going on? Mitchell here from Boss Edits, and today we're going to be doing an Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial. Now, the first thing that you will see when you load into Adobe is all of your recent projects that you've done. It's sort from most recent to last opened, or you can sort from last opened to most recently opened. It's just personal preference. But whenever you first open into it, or whenever you want to start just a new project, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and hit new project. Now that'll bring you up to this screen, which has the folder with all of your media in it. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and name it. I'll just name it Premiere Pro Tutorial here. So what you can do is you can go ahead and just navigate to your footage based just on the Finder right here. If you want to save it in a different location, this is the default, just 15.0. Just hit choose the location and go ahead and navigate to where you'd like to go ahead and save it to. So for today, I'm just going to use just 3 clips of footage. 2 are just videos, and then 1 is just a photo. So once you have whatever footage you want selected, just go ahead and hit create. Now, you'll first load into the edit window right after this. If you want to add more footage, just double click right here in this bottom left box, and you can go ahead and add more footage as needed. So you have a few different workspaces and windows that are all navigated right here in the top right hand corner. And we'll get into just a few of these that are the commonly used ones later in this tutorial. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and take your first clip, and you're just going to want to go ahead and drag it into the top left hand corner. And that is what is your preview window. So what you can kind of do is you can just kind of preview it and just determine where you would like to start it. So I want to start this clip right after I say okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pause it right there, and I'm going to hit add marker. Now, what markers do is it allows you to be able to easily edit and cut clips when you drop it into your timeline. So let's say I wanted to just go through it a little bit until right there where the oil in this video starts draining out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is hit add marker there. By the way, these are clips I used in my snowblower oil change video. If you want to go check that out, link in description. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop this into the timeline. Now, when I drop this into the timeline, it'll go ahead and just drop it into video 1 and audio 1. You can change that up really if you wanted to. There's no need to, but you can if you wanted to. It's really nice to have this, and it's just layered, and the highest one is whatever is layered on top. So right here where I added my markers in the preview window is just going to allow me to easily just cut right here at the beginning of the timeline and right here at the end. So all you're going to do is you're going to click on them and backspace or hit delete. Both will work adequately. And then just go ahead and drag that to the start of your timeline. Now, let's say you just wanted to go ahead and add another clip. Do the same thing with the markers and go ahead and drop it in the timeline. And then, once you like it, it's in the timeline. Let's go ahead, hit delete on the first half and on the second half, snap them together, and boom, you got your 2 clips together. Let's say I wanted to go ahead and just add a voiceover to my video. Let's say I didn't like the audio on the end, so I'm just going to go ahead and just add a voiceover. All you simply do is hit the little microphone, and it'll give you a nice little countdown. This is my voiceover for this part of the video. Hit the microphone icon again, and then boom, you have a voiceover. So if you wanted to go ahead and you like the voiceover better than your original audio, and let's just say you just want to mute the original audio, all you do is hit the little M to mute the track. Now, the same goes for video. If you don't want to see the video, just hit the little eye icon there, and it will get rid of the video so that you can't see it. Now, let's say I liked this voiceover and I wanted to keep it, then just go ahead and keep it and you're good to go. Or let's say I want to just keep it as a backup, but I don't like it, go ahead and just simply mute the bottom slide, so you will still get the top. Now, let's say I wanted to go ahead and I just wanted to even out all the audio. You know, any video needs good, even audio. So I'm going to want to go ahead and highlight all the clips with my mouse, and I'm going to want to go ahead and right click on it. And then I'm going to hit audio gain, normalize all peaks. And then I'm going to do it too. You can kind of play around with this as you like, but my typical go-to for voicing and voiceover is -3 decibels. Now, if you want to just do it individually, you could adjust the gain by a certain decibel, and you could also set the gain to it. But normalize all peaks will give you a nice steady just peak throughout all of your video, make it nice and even, so then there's no issues with anything. And also, if you want to drop music into the timeline, just do the same thing. Put in audio 2, audio 3, whichever audio you would like, and then balance it out how you would like it. And let's say I liked how this looked, but I wanted to add a transition. So I'm going to go up into the right-hand corner, hit Workspaces, and I'm going to go to Effects. Now what that's going to do is it's going to give me all these folders. So in order to transition and add transitions, you're going to hit Video Transitions, and you can play around with these as you would like, but I typically go into Dissolve, and either will do Cross Dissolve, Dip to Black, or Dip to White. So let's say I just want to dip it to black because there's a bit of time that went in between. So I can go ahead and hit that, and then I can go and play it.
Nice.
So right there is how it looks. You can adjust it, just make the fade longer. You can make it shorter. You can do whatever you want. Or if you want to go ahead and delete it, just go ahead and hit delete. And now let's say that I like how it looks, I like the transitions and everything, but I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to just add a title. Hit this little essential graphics right here, and you can go ahead and insert the title you want. So let's say I like this title right here, just right in the middle of my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and just insert it right here, and I am just going to go ahead and name my title. So for this, I'll just do this as my title. So if you let it go and play through, right there, it pops up. This is my title, and you can go ahead and just edit it. You can do a different graphic. You can change it up, just as you choose and as you like. So let's say I like this. I liked how my graphic looked, but right at the end here, I wanted to go ahead and I just wanted to add a photo at the end. So I'm going to go to Workspaces and Editing, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my photo, drag it to the end of my timeline, and go to the end of my timeline, and it will start off smaller. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to double click on the photo, and you're going to want to go ahead and zoom into it. So let's say I like this zoom, I thought it looked good, and I wanted to just add a bit of movement to this, just this clip. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Effects Controls, go right to the very beginning of my photo, and I'm going to hit Anchor Point. I'm going to hit on this little stopwatch. It's going to toggle the animation. And then I'm going to go to the very end of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and slide these two sliders right here to just find where I want it to end at the end of the animation. So the slider on your right here will toggle up and down. The slider on your left will toggle right and left. So I'm going to go ahead and just simply drag it. I went a bit too far there. So just drag it back a slight bit. And let's say I liked the end there. I can go ahead, go to the start of my photo, and just play it through. And you can see I got a nice smooth animation just going from the beginning to the end of my photo. So let's say I liked all that. All my video looked good. I liked all of the sounding of my audio. And I'm ready to go ahead and export it. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can either hit the export button right there at the top in the left-hand corner, or you can go to File, and before you export it, you want to go ahead and hit Save. So make sure to do that, and you can go to File, Export, and then hit Media. And that will bring you to this Export tab right here. You can do it either way. I just typically do the File just because it reminds me to save it before I export it. Now, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is you're going to want to go ahead and name it. I'm just going to name this, I'll just name this export. Let's say I like the name of it. I like the file location. This will save where I have my media at. And you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that the format is H.264. That will give you the most compressed format, and it'll make it the smallest size in your computer. Let's say I wanted to do 4K, 1080. You could do whatever resolution you want, but just note the higher the resolution, the higher the file size is. And you can see our estimated file size right here in the bottom right hand of your screen. So let's say you liked it all you can do is hit export, and when this finishes exporting, you will have a nice file that you like, and you can export as many times as you want. And once it's all exported, it should be a nice, clean, polished piece. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this and want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to hit the like button. While you're at it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you won't miss out on future content. If you have any questions about Premiere Pro, make sure to drop your question in the comments. I'll make sure to answer it in a future video. That's it for today, and I'll see you guys on the next video.